Chuck. Thanks for doing this. So just tell us who you are.
My name is Chuck Hogan. I've been in the military for over 41 years. I'm retiring, and I'm taking a heavy equipment operator's course to fill in my spare time.
Great. So now you've taken critical errors and critical decisions with SafeStart. How did you find the course?
I thought it was excellent. I mean, I've learned a lot, and I'm learning to be more careful of what I'm doing, especially with the complacency and the rushing. I used to do that all the time, right?
So you find those two states are your toughest?
Yeah, and fatigue,
Okay.
and then frustration at times. Depends on what's going on and how quick something has to be done. But no, I found the course very interesting and very helpful.
Excellent.
Good learning experience, and I recommend it to anybody.
Once you get to know what it's about and you get to know that it's part of your daily life, it's really interesting, and I will really recommend to everyone. It's really good class. Yeah. We joke with it because we're learning together, so it's pretty much like it's for everywhere. It's not just for heavy equipment. Even you use it at your own personal homes, your children and stuff. If your children can even correct you that, because it's something that it sticks into the mind, like eyes not on task, mind not on task. It's like a joke thing, but then it's really real. It's like something that the kids can really remember, and they can remind you all the time, and you can remind them. So it's kind of something that really stays with you and go with you everywhere you go, even like driving, everything you do. Yeah.
Great to hear. Great to hear.
It's the students they're understanding, they're using it, they're self-triggering. They're recognizing, they're joking with each other. Did you think about that? You know, did you self-trigger on this and self-trigger on that? Well, it's good for them.
Even though we make jokes about it, it actually kind of works. You know, even us joking around and making fun of it, but it seems to work, and it keeps it on our mind. And it's actually, I've seen a bit of a difference with, in my driving and whatnot. I'll be a little less complacent on the highway and whatnot, and it'll help me think about it.
How long do you find that it takes to become complacent in the machine?
Fairly easy.
Fairly easy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Get too comfortable, and then you forget what you're doing, and
Yeah.
that's when the mistakes are made. Yes, I took it home, and my children watched the Boo Boo
Bandits?
Boo Boo Bandits, and they loved it. We watched it 10 times.
10 times the first time you sat down?
Yes.
That's
over and
fantastic.
over.
Yeah.
Yes, and then of course every time they tripped and fell, it was the Boo Boo Bandits did it. And
what about folks that maybe aren't working in an industrial environment?
Oh yeah, like there's hazards everywhere. You don't have to be in an industrial area for that, you know? There's hazards everywhere, and I believe that SafeStart should be more global and introduce like little kids for sure.
So you wouldn't just recommend it to heavy equipment operators?
No, I'd recommend it to anybody. I mean, it's a great course for any walk of life.
Excellent.
You know what I mean? So again, it just depends on what you're doing, but there's some very helpful points that you can take away from this course that will be with you for the rest of your life.
Awesome.
Right? So, and that's what it's all about.
You think about it all the time. You think about past instances, and you rethink it. Go, oh yeah, was I rushing then? Yeah, I was. Or you sort of analyze all the stuff you've done in your life and what caused those little things to happen and how it could have been avoided, and hopefully prevent it from happening in the future, right?
You know, in my life, you know, because I liked before I don't take idea to remind what I have to do. I take some risk, but now I work, work habit, and self-trigger. Because sometimes you think the small thing is not, because the small thing give the big words sometimes. So I like that course.
Good.
Yeah, and I recommend
Good.
that course for a lot of company.
Where would you say you found the best improvement in your life?
Well, I would say pretty much driving.
Driving.
Yeah.
mainly at home with the kids and that.
Really?
Yeah.
Basically, work life for sure, in the work environment.
Yeah, I feel like it's working in not just like one section, but all.
I would recommend it for everyone. It's really good class. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.